our goal here is to convert degrees to radians and radians to degrees, but I like to see this in a bigger picture because all of the converting that you do really is paying attention to the labels and exchange rates. For instance, if I want to convert pounds to ounces, I've got 17 pounds, I want to convert it to how many ounces is that? Well, I need to know the exchange rate, how many pounds in an ounce or how many ounces in a pound, one way or another. I happen to have an app here, a calculator app. This is my calculator app, and it uses, there's this one button, units, and if I click on that units, it gets me in here, and I have all different kinds of things that I can do. In particular, pounds is force, and if I guess the last one I did is ounces, and I can put it right in there. There's 1 pound is worth 16 ounces. I mean, it's set up that I can type in the problem. What did I say? 17 pounds. I mean, I can type it in and it does the calculation immediately for me, but I don't see how it happens. So I want to go back and actually do this. I want to see that 1 pound is 16 ounces, so that when I look at the 17 pounds, I want to multiply by an exchange rate. And I know pounds is on the top, so I want pounds on the bottom. I want to end up with ounces, so I'll put ounces there. I know that 1 pound is the same as 16 ounces. Notice that this number and that number represent the same amount of stuff. 1 pound, 16 ounces. That's the same weight, right? But the labels cancel out here. The pounds cancel out, and I'm left with 16 times 17, whatever that is. 272 ounces. Okay. How about quarts to tablespoons? Well, you might have known how many ounces are in a pound. I don't know how many tablespoons are in a quart. Goodness gracious, I have no idea. So I go check it out. Here, this is volume. This is volume. And yes, I was checking it out here. 1 quart is equal to 64 tablespoons. All right, there's my exchange rate. So 3 quarts, here we go, 3 quarts times an exchange rate. Quarts has got to be on the bottom because that's what I'm trying to cancel out, and I need tablespoons on the top. 1 quart is the same as 64 tablespoons. So 64 times 3 would be 130, no, 192. All of a sudden I'm doubting my ability to multiply in my head. Why am I doubting that? 192 tablespoons. Okay. Started with the quarts. I wanted to go with tablespoons, so the quarts had to cancel out. Okay. How about, here's one down here, 20 feet per second into miles per hour. I think we did it the other way around in a previous video, but here we go. 20 feet per second into miles per hour. Let's see. We start with 20 feet per second. Let's convert feet to miles. So I want the feet on the bottom. I want miles on the top. I know that 1 mile is the same as 5,280 feet. And I really ask you, why would we ever switch to metric when we got such beautiful numbers like that's 5,280? I mean, really, come on. So, okay, the feet are going to cancel out. I got miles per second at the moment. Feet cancel out, miles per second. So now I got to turn the seconds into hours. Well, the one that I know quickly is I can do seconds into minutes. I know that 1 minute is the same as 60 seconds. So there's my seconds canceling out. And then I can convert miles into hours, not miles into hours, minutes into hours. So let's see, I need the minutes on the top. I need the hours on the bottom. And 1 hour is the same as 60 minutes. Okay, as long as I make sure that my labels cancel out, then I'm either multiplying or dividing appropriately here, right? So what I have is I've got 20 times 60 times 60 divided by 5,280. 20 times 60 times 60 divided by 5,280 for a grand total of 13.6363, repeating. This is now in miles That's miles per hour. Okay. We turn feet per second into miles per hour by just multiplying by the appropriate exchange rates. One last one. Convert 120 US dollars into Canadian dollars. Well, I just happened to look up today that one Canadian dollar is equal to 0.90 US dollar. All right. So if I've got 120 US dollars, I'm going to multiply by an exchange rate. I want to cancel out the US dollars on the bottom, and I want to end up with the Canadian dollars on the top. I'm going to go about going skiing up there, and I got to bring some cash with me here. So what's the exchange rate go? 1 Canadian dollar is the same as 0.9 US dollars. So to make the conversion here, I need 120 divided by 0.9. I'll admit, I can never think of how, do I multiply, do I divide? Make sure the labels cancel out, and it tells you what you need to do. So 120 divided by 0.9 is 133 and a third Canadian dollars. Not an eighth, come on now, I said a third. Canadian dollars. Okay. Each one of these, you're just multiplying by an exchange rate. Make sure the label cancels out, and you've got it right.